I'm gonna let that rock.
Welcome, everyone. As the title of the video suggests, today we're going to be talking about invoice factoring for freight carriers and why it might be the best option. I know that there's been some debate in the past, even recently. I've noticed on social media on whether you should factor, if you shouldn't factor, reasons why and why not. The one thing I'm kind of noticing from some of the responses when I see someone saying, hey, can you recommend a factoring company? Who do you use? That kind of thing, right? Like they're looking for reviews from actual people, not just, random stuff that they see that might be just auto generated, whatever, right? So, for some carriers, whether you're an owner operator or you have a fleet, factoring might not be the best option for you. If you're constantly working with the same broker or brokers, or you have direct shippers that you've built a relationship with in the past, right? And you're working with them on the regular and you need to get quick pay once in a while, or you need it maybe every single time. Okay, you can very well do that. Sorry, my voice is a little bit off today, but I really wanted to do this video, so I apologize. Just bear with me. We're going to get through this. Okay. So, and again, that's fine if you've got that established relationship. But for others who live strictly off the load boards, like so many do, right? One of the things if you're not factoring, it's going to be harder for you to do credit checks on a broker or a direct shipper, right? And most factoring companies will offer that to you for free. And they have little warning signs, like, hey, this broker's a potential double broker. We'd advise you not, picking up that load for them. Or you might run into a situation where you're just always living off of quick pay, right? And I realize that times are tough right now, and you would be surprised the number of calls that I'm getting saying, hey, do you offer quick pay? Do you offer quick pay? Do you offer quick pay? It's literally like, it seems like 50% of the calls that I get. And some of those might be, double brokers that are looking to get quick pay and then never pay the carrier. And some are probably legit carriers that they just need it, right? They need that quick pay after every single load. Well, one of the things that brokers are doing right now is that unless you've been previously set up with them, or you're set up with them and you've done X amount of loads over X amount of time, that's when you become eligible for quick pay. Right? They're not offering quick pay on every single load with every carrier that just gets signed up with them because of the double brokering and all the scams going on out there, right? So this is why, again, factoring might be the best option for you. Okay, because you can opt to get that. And you can, you have that security of being able to do a credit check and things. There's been, guys, I've mentioned this in previous videos where I've talked to, there was a husband and wife team, for instance, that I brought up a while back in one of the previous videos that got caught in a double brokering scheme. They didn't know how to file on bonds. They didn't know any of that kind of stuff. And some of your factoring companies, and there's an array of them to choose from, right? May or may not be helpful to you when it comes to filing on a bond or resolving an issue, right? Now, Operify has been the group partner on Facebook for us, channel partner. camp that they're doing to help educate carriers, all kinds of stuff, right? And they don't just treat you like a number over there. They're legitimately picking up the phone, replying to emails, like they're on top of it. Like one of the things that they strive to. Oh, I almost forgot to turn comments on there. Sorry about that. One of the things that they strive to for 100% is customer service, right? So like that's huge in addition to all the other things that they offer, right? And I'm not going to go down through the list and bore you to death with everything because anyway. But the other side of whether to factor or to do quick pay is that, okay, let's just say your invoice factoring fee is 3%, right? That quick pay from that broker is also going to be 3% or more. I've seen it as high as 7%, right? So depending upon how much money that you're actually making on that load after expenses, your fuel, your insurance, maintenance costs, yada, 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 right, is losing that 3 to 5 or 3 to 7% better than factoring? Maybe not. I mean, that's up to you to decide. But this is the other side of things that I felt hasn't always been brought up during the discussions on social media, and well, sorry, I forgot to put my phone on silent. And kind of a side topic, but this is a post. I forget who it was that posted. It might have been Kenny, possibly. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It was in a different group that I'm a part of. But about all the scams and things like this. One of my personal feeling is that if you're not a U.S. citizen and you're not operating in the U.S., like you shouldn't be able to just get a PO box or rent a simple office space or something as a physical address and be granted authority, right? Because I think that's where a lot of this stuff is coming from, is from companies operating overseas, right? They can get a U.S. phone number and all of that. So there again, you really kind of want to do your due diligence when you are vetting brokers, right? Brokers vet carriers. Carriers should be vetting brokers and shippers alike, right? And this is, again, where your factoring company can help. Okay. I'm going to probably close that up at this point. I don't think there's really too much more to say about it. You guys, I don't see any comments on it, unless you guys have some other questions for me or something. I do have a recommendation for somebody wanted me to talk about, I think it was drage or something. And I promise I'm going to try to get to that. It's just, I've kind of got a lot on my plate. And again, I do apologize for not putting out a video in quite a while. And I'm not here to give excuses or anything. And I am going to try to put out videos more on a regular basis for you guys. But for about the last month or so, a very good friend of mine that suffers from PTSD, and he was going through a very, very hard time, and actually came and stayed with my wife and I. And I'm not going to go into all the details on it, but I just really kind of felt like that was where I kind of needed to divert my time, when I wasn't working in that. So again, I apologize for not putting out videos, on the regular like I had been. So that being said, if you guys, again, if you want to reach me directly, you can email me, freightmasterresources@gmail.com. You can visit the website, fill out the contact us, form. It all goes to that same email. There's a little more information on Operify if you are looking for a factoring company, right? They've got different options there for you. They've got discounts if you're a veteran, military, prior law enforcement, all of that. They'll be more than happy to talk to you. You know, if it's something, you know, that works out for you, then hey, great. But anywho, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have something that maybe I hadn't considered, and you know, I'd love to see your comments down below there. You know, but again, I'm kind of expressing my personal opinion on some of this and what I felt was logical, right? But maybe you got an idea about it that I haven't really considered. So with that, I'm going to close this video down. I hope you guys have a great week. I will try to put out another video this week, time allowing. All right. And I hope to talk to you guys then. All right. Bye-bye now.